If you're counting on your Social Security check in April 2026, there's something you need to know. Because not everyone gets paid on the same day. And if you don't know your payment date, you could be caught completely on money that isn't coming when you think it is. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk you through exactly who gets paid first in April, who gets paid last, and what determines your few important things that could delay your check. If you want to stay ahead of every Social Security update, make sure to subscribe to Macro Signal right now, so you never miss an important payment alert, policy change, or benefit. Let's get into it. A lot of people assume Social Security just hits everyone's bank account on the first. Social Security Administration doesn't send out tens of millions of payments all on one day. Instead, they spread payments out across. This system has been in place since the 1990s, and it's based on one simple thing: the day of the month you were born. That's right. Your birthday determines when you get paid. For most retirees receiving Social Security, disability, or survivor benefits, your birthday is the key. Understanding this isn't just trivia. It's practical money management. Knowing when your money is arriving helps you plan your bills, groceries. If you were born on the 25th, the 28th, or the 31st, you're in this last wave. One thing worth noting is that all of April's payment dates land on Wednesdays, which is typical of the SSA, as midweeks are almost always made on Wednesdays, unless there's a federal holiday conflict. And in April 2026, there are no holidays that disrupt the schedule. Before we go further, if this kind of information is useful to you, do yourself a favor and subscribe to Macro Signal. We cover Social Security schedules, benefit updates, COLA announcements, and Medicare changes every week in plain English. Wheat, no fluff. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a payment date or a benefit update that could affect your retirement income. Now, let's talk about supplemental security income separately, because SSI runs on a slightly different schedule. SSI is typically paid on the first of the month, and for April 2026, SSI recipients will receive their payment on Wednesday, April 1st. However, if you receive both SSI and Social Security, retirement, or disability benefits, your payments come at different times. Your SSI arrives on April 1st, and your Social Security payment arrives on April 3rd, just 2 days later. For people living on a tight budget, that 2-day window matters. If you're in this group, you'll have both payments in your account within the first week of the month, which actually puts you in a solid position for managing early month expenses like rent or utilities. Now here's where things get important, because even with a reliable schedule, delays do happen, and it's smart to know what causes them. The SSA sends payments electronically, and most land in accounts on the scheduled date. But some banks, especially smaller credit unions or regional banks, may take an extra day to process the deposits. Don't panic if your payment hasn't arrived by the afternoon of your payment date. Give it until the end of the banking day, and sometimes one additional business day before you start making calls. One of the most common and most avoidable reasons for a delayed or missed payment is incorrect banking information. If you recently changed banks, closed an account, or updated your direct deposit details, Make absolutely sure the SSA has your current banking information on file. You can update this through your My Social Security account at ssa.gov by calling 1-800-772-1213 or by visiting your local Social Security office in person. While most Americans now receive their Social Security electronically, a small percentage still receive paper checks by mail. If that's you, make sure your address is current with the SSA. A wrong address means your check gets lost, and requesting a replacement takes time you may not have. Beyond that, if your benefit amount was recently adjusted due to a COLA increase, a change in income, a change in living situation, or a review of your eligibility, there can sometimes be a brief lag before your payment reflects the new amount. Keep an eye on any correspondence from the SSA, and never ignore letters that ask you to verify information. If your scheduled date passes and your payment hasn't arrived within 3 business days, don't wait. Contact the Social Security Administration directly at 1-800-772-1213, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. The sooner you report a missing payment, the sooner they can investigate and resolve it. If you're still not completely sure which payment group you fall into, here's the fastest way to confirm. Start by knowing your birth date, specifically the day of the month, not the month itself and not the year, just that number. Then match it to the schedule. Days 1 through 10 mean you get paid on April 8th. Days 11 through 20 mean April 5th. Days 21 through 31 mean April 22nd, ND. And if you studied benefits before May 1997 or received both Social Security and SSI, your date is April 3rd. After that, log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov. This free account gives you access to your full payment history, upcoming payment dates, your benefit verification letter, and much more. If you haven't set one up yet, it takes about 10 minutes and it's one of the most useful tools available to any Social Security recipient. It's worth every minute of that setup time. Here's the bottom line. The April 2026 Social Security payment schedule is clean and straightforward, with no federal holidays causing any disruptions this month. Payments are going out on April 1st for April 3rd for early enrollees and combined SSI recipients, April 8th for birthdays between the 1st and 10th, April 15th for birthdays between the 11th and 20th, and April 22nd for birthdays between the 21st and 31st. Knowing your date means you're never caught off guard. You can plan your bills, manage your budget, and handle your expenses with confidence because you know exactly when that deposit is landing. A little bit of knowledge goes a long way, especially when it comes to income you've earned and depend on. Remember Dorothy, our retired school teacher from earlier? She's never missed a bill payment in 12 years of retirement, not because she has a huge income, but because she knows her schedule cold. That's the power of being informed, and that's exactly what this channel is here for. You've taken the right step by watching this video. If this breakdown helped you, please take 5 seconds to like it. It helps more people just like you find information they actually need. Share it with a friend or family member who receives Social Security, because this is exactly the kind of practical information that tends to get buried in confusing government websites. And most importantly, subscribe to Macro Signal right now. We put out regular videos covering Social Security payment dates, benefit changes, Medicare updates, COLA adjustments, and everything else that affects your retirement income. You've worked hard your whole life. You deserve to stay informed. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.